as Julie Andrews once said, it's very important to start at the very beginning. So what we've got here with Julie, my new best mate, she's terribly nervous, is to get a kind of blank canvas. Now the biggest issue with when people wear foundation, when you're over 40, well actually at any age to me, the priority is to use less. As little as you can possibly get away with, because the problem is that we all tend to think and look at any broken veins, any little marks on our face, and we think, right, stick 10 ton of foundation on it and it'll go away. It won't. It'll actually bring more emphasis to it. And in actual fact, when you've got any kind of acne, just recently I had somebody with rosacea and hormonal acne, and what she was doing was putting so much foundation on, it was just irritating her skin really badly, but more importantly, all you saw when you looked at her face was this caked foundation, this caked makeup. So the reason why I've chosen what I've chosen is to minimize what you use, but what you do use, I need it to be effectful. So immediately it has to do its job, and it's only there to do its job, so bear that in mind. And the first thing, weirdly, is a concealer stick. Now if you've got a book, it's literally number 1 in the book, and this is Studio 10, and it's got quite a lot of nourishing, it's got hyaluronic acid in it, it's got lots of things that are going to be beneficial, but the most important thing is it's quick. So all we're going to do with Julie, she's got absolutely perfect skin anyway, but just when she came in from the cold, I saw just a little bit of redness at the front. So just to counteract that, we're just going to draw this. And if you just bear in mind, it's a bit like The Last of the Mohicans. That's the way I kind of look at it. So just draw with it. Draw it on your chin as well, because normally you get a few little open pores and broken veins there. And talking about open pores, that was the biggest thing that people asked me about, which was amazing because I didn't expect that. Actually using a concealer stick like this and just drawing it around the nose like that, because again, that's where you usually get these open pores. I do, definitely. And if you've had an oily skin when you were a kid, you will be left with those open pores. But the thing is, you'll also have very little wrinkles. So I'll just pop this for now, and then I'll just come back to a way to use your foundation. And what I'm going to do to use the foundation, I'm going to pop this on Julie's lid as well. All will be revealed in the fullness of time. But I'm going to use that actually as an eyeshadow base. I'm not buying another a base for the eyeshadow. We're actually going to use that, and the eyeshadow will cling to that. But that's for the next stage of the makeup. So let's just concentrate on one thing at a time. The next thing is just a liquid under eye concealer, because if you have really dark purple underneath your eyes, then fair enough, we may use green or even a kind of orange to balance out the colour. But this, Julie, is very normal, normal. You're very normal, Julie.
I think
I can guarantee she's very normal. So just a tiny little bit of this, but do it in 5 dots like that, just around your eyes. And that's it. Using your fingertip, I don't use sponges, brushes or anything else. Just use what God gave you, which is the heat from your hands, and that will work just as well. And what you do is just press with your fingertip underneath the eye like that. Lots of people, when they do this, they put it on and then they rub it, and you're rubbing it off, apart from the fact that you're dragging your skin as well, but you're actually rubbing it so that it's gone. What you do is just press it, use your fingertip and press it like that. And as if by magic, it blends in beautifully, and that's all you need to do. So once more with feeling, just pressing it with your fingertip, and you just literally right up next to the eye, and the heat from your fingertip will actually blend it in beautifully. Now, foundation, and this is, I always think it sounds like you're building a construction site when you say foundation. It's actually just creating a blank canvas. That's all we want. And with Julie, she's got beautiful skin anyway, so she doesn't need very much. But regardless of how good or bad your skin is, like I said, once more with feeling, use the littlest you can possibly use. And for that, I'm going to use Studio 10. And this is really, really good. It's got all the nourishing additions in, and everything that's going to be really good for your skin. But more importantly, it's quick. And we all know that at this, I can't swear, but we can't be bothered. We can't be bothered to mess about too much with makeup. So this is the quickest and the easiest way. Using 2 fingers like that, you literally pop it onto your skin like that. Now, open pores, that's the big thing that everybody keeps asking me about. Remember where we used that concealer stick just around the nose? Well, we're actually just going to press that and press it into your skin. And literally what you're doing is pressing that. It's not going to harm your skin, but it actually is going to press straight into those open pores. So when you're putting your foundation on, if you use brushes and things like that, you're never going to be able to do this. Fingers, cheap as anything. You don't have to buy loads and loads of brushes, and it really doesn't feel as if you've got makeup on, and that's the way we want to feel. So just a tiny little bit. You're choosing the right colour, and you're choosing a colour that means that you don't have to plaster it all over your face. So you're not putting it here, you're not putting it anywhere else, you're just literally putting it where you need it, and that's it. Like I said, less is more, so a tiny little bit like that, and press it on. Again, once more with feeling, pushing it into the skin with your fingertips and blending it out like that, and that's as much as you need. Gone are the days where we needed to put a load and load of foundation. The less you use, the better it'll look and the better it'll feel, because you should never feel as if you've got makeup on. And if you do, you've used too much. So there we are. We have a blank canvas.